Here we go, folks. Lindsey Huddleston with Sports Psychology Solutions in the building in my old stopping grounds, Henry Ford High School, the Greg Kelser Gymnasium. Here for a very special day. Not only are we here at the DC Summer League, we're here with a special celebration. It's a surprise everybody DC doesn't know. We got a number of people to come together to help celebrate his birthday, and what a great person to sit down and kick this off is Mr. Todd Burgan. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. Out here working hard with these young people, aren't you?
Definitely.
Yeah, saw you early today at University of Detroit with River Rouge and whatnot. But what brings you here today, this evening, for Derrick Coleman, that is?
Definitely paying tribute. That's my big homie, my brother. Known him since I was an adolescent, and whatever I can do, so definitely, to support him and to show the appreciation that he's always been there for me.
That's great. Now, we being Detroiters, we know the story, but for someone who wasn't from Detroit or been living under a rock in a cave and they didn't know about Derrick Coleman, and someone said, tell me about this guy, Derrick Coleman, how would you describe him, Todd?
Well, I would describe him as being selfless. He cares about his community, he cares about the kids, and he cares about uplifting everything that he can possibly do to touch every aspect of life.
Yeah, he's probably been one of the only Detroiters that we've seen in our lifetime that's consistently always been there for relief, always been there for charity, always been there for the leagues. Now, obviously, with the Syracuse connection, what kind of influence was there for you to go to Syracuse based on Derrick going there?
Well, early on in my recruitment, he just let me know what Syracuse meant to him, the transition, coming from the city, going to Syracuse, New York, and the type of resources they would help me with on the court and also off the court. So he played a big influential part of having me look deeper into Syracuse University.
Yeah, because it probably was something, because it wasn't close to the city, it wasn't an easy way to get there, you'd be removed from your family, but he helped you with that.
Yeah, he definitely helped me with that. A lot of times, kids that are local, they want to stay the Big Ten. They want to go to Michigan State. But when I had the opportunity to go to Syracuse and to see the family, how it's family orientated, and of course, Mr. Bing also.
Absolutely.
The Big East at that point in time was probably the
what year was this we're talking? Remind me.
From 94 to 98.
Yeah.
So you're talking about Allen Iverson, Kerry Kittles, Felipe Lopez.
That's right.
Every game there was a marquee, team and matchups. So I wanted to play in the best. If I could possibly play at the next level, I wanted to try to, test it at that level.
Yeah, and you're helping us with a history reminder, because when that recent 30 for 30 on Felipe came out, they were focused on him, but they talked about how powerful the Big East was at the time, and all those names you just named, those are marquee players, man.
There were no days off.
Wow.
I mean, even if you got Rutgers, if you got whoever, Villanova with Kerry Kittles. So you had to bring your A game every game. So I really enjoyed it, and it made me step my game up another level.
And you had a unique game. I'll never forget that you were a big guard. I just never forget that. You left-handed too?
Left-handed too.
I remember that over at the Ports. I was open. I said, man, I just never seen somebody so big handle it. So what was it like for you kind of being, is it fair to say, unorthodox or different because you didn't fit the mold of what people normally expected?
Well, it started from me playing at the park. Most of the time you go play at the park and you're a big guy, they want to just put you underneath the basket.
Right.
You might get the ball and you might not get the ball. So I really got to the point where I said, hey, I don't like how these guys are trying to play me, even when I went and played in PAL. Because
you had size at that time.
Because I had size. But I didn't like to be in a box, so to say. Because my mom used to always say, if you want to get more time, you got to be more valuable. You can't just be a rebounder, just be
This is your mom telling you that?
Yeah. You got to be able to handle the ball. You got to be able to pass. You got to be able to shoot. So I went out of my way. A lot of these kids now, they got trainers and all this stuff. I went in the basement myself.
Wow.
And I took some things from like going to Isaiah camp, and I come back in that basement and
put the work in.
I put that work in because I wanted to be able to be out there on that court. And sometimes coach, he needs a shooter. He putting him in, or he needs a defender. But what if you can do it all?
Right.
Your value, your time goes up.
And that's obvious. I know we're here talking about Derrick Coleman, but I want to acknowledge you every time I'm down and say I'm a native Detroiter. I went to Henry Ford, but now I'm based in Lansing. But every time I go to a big event, I see you over there. I see you quietly over there. Let's be honest. Someone like you, your reputation in the city is great. I mean, let's be obvious. But you really come off very unassuming, kind of kind of stay low key, a little bit out the way. Am I right in describing how you approach things?
Definitely. But at the same time, now what I want to do is try to transfer the knowledge, the experience I got for our youth that we have here. Because Detroit used to really be a hotbed for D1 talent.
No question.
You know, I mean, now it's kind of falling off. But I want to do everything that I can with any kid that I can touch to help them, not only just big D1, but just get a scholarship to try to further their education and better their lives.
And that comes with it. And I think you represent the generation that's not too emotionally burnt out, that you can deal with, this generation of athletes. You have the credibility, and you're out here with them every day. And you don't seem like the one you just tell them what to do. You kind of just show them, and that's great.
That's what they need. A lot of these kids, they need different ways to explain or different ways to break things down. It's not just the apples and oranges. Now you got to be able to get down to their level and help them understand why I'm pushing you and what I see in you and how you can make it to that next level. And if you do make it to that next level, it's going to be certain. That you're going to have to stand up to. You're going to have to be able to.
Adversity, you got to overcome things you got to be able to do. That's great. Well, we're sitting here with Todd Burgan, a great person doing great things in the city, has the Syracuse connection here. What's the last thing you can look into the camera and tell Derrick as we sign off?
Brother, I love you. I appreciate all your love and your support. You don't know the time we spent, because a lot of times we are spending going back to Syracuse, driving in to hear the stories and his experiences that he shared with me is just like life lessons.
Wow.
And he's always, still to this day, he's pushing me, motivating me to not only better other people, but to better myself. And brother, for that, DC, I love you. I love you to death. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you.
That's awesome, man. I appreciate you. Todd Burgan stepped in with us, a FOC, friend of Derrick, that is, FOD, friend of Derrick, and we're going to hold him down. Thank you, guys, and Lindsay Huddleston, Sports Psychology Solutions. We'll get back to you. Thanks.